Hey guys, it's Coz. Hope you all are doing incredibly well. Hey, just wanted to touch base with you guys, David specifically, Jonathan, Dion, as well as Daryl is going to be helping in this exercise. Basically, what my hope is to have happen is over this next week, I'm going to be sending this out to you Friday afternoon. Hopefully it'll get processed here shortly. But I wanted to remind you guys that we are hoping to have kind of a pre-test for the two candidates that are going to be starting up in the church plant residency program this September. And my desire is in the next week, I would love to see if you guys could come up with anywhere from 5 to 10 questions about what it is that you feel a church planter would need to be sound in the domains that you have influence in. So with Daryl, I'm asking Daryl to ask about 5 to 10 questions about leadership in particular, like an open-ended question that allows the resident to explain or expand how they would handle either a situation or give a response to a direct question. So Daryl's going to handle that from the leadership side of the house. I am going to be posing some questions on stewardship of life and missional behavior. And so basically living with open hands, and then also the intentionality as it relates to sharing one's faith and building intentional relationships. What does that look like? And perhaps they can explain their ethos behind that. Dion and Jonathan, what I would really ask and would rely heavily upon from both of you is what are the top 5 to 10 questions that you feel are necessary for this person to have a sound response to doctrinally. Now, they may not necessarily agree doctrinally with us fully with where they're coming from. Village Church is Church of Christ. Michael White is a little bit more reformed. So the answers are going to vary, but do we have a confidence that they have a sound approach to answering a couple of the key questions that you think would be germane to an exercise like this? And again, thinking the top 5 to 10 questions. And then for David, I am looking for you to, I would lean heavily upon you, to think from the realm of a counseling scenario. What does a healthy person look like that's going to be planting a church? And are there 5 to 10 questions that you would have that you would like for them to elaborate on? Now, the goal of this time is the following. I want to give these guys a pre-test by, I would like to capture this information from all of you no later than May 15th. Okay, so we have a few days to do this in, and we can vet the ideas back and forth. But at that point, I would give that information to both Chris Hall, who is from Village Church, and he's going to be a candidate, as well as Michael White, who is going to be joining Restoration Church as a candidate. And what we're going to have happen is we're going to have them answer those questions. We're going to give them a month. And then my goal, my desire is to find out a domain where we can actually sit down with them and talk with them face to face about their responses. So kind of convening like a panel, if you will. And I think it's gonna be helpful for us. We're gonna learn. We've never done this before, so we're gonna learn. But also they're going to understand that it's a little more formal, and we want to know that if we're about to invest in these folks, we want to know where they're at. And so from the domains of leadership, Daryl's going to help us from open-handed living and stewardship of life and missional behavior. I'll help us there. With issues of doctrine, Jonathan and Dion, I think you'll do a great job. I'm looking forward to interdepending on you in this area. And David, same with you in the counseling realm. So take a look at this video. Let me know if you have questions. Ideally, it would be awesome if I could have this information by the close of business this Friday coming up. And that would be May 11th. However, I'm willing to go as late as May 15th to get this information. Feel free to stop by, ask me questions if you don't understand, but I wanted to get this communicative piece out to you. God bless you guys. Thanks for your help. Love working with you guys.